Another beautiful day. Oh, hey there. You're probably wondering how I'm doing after the incident.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, that still really blows, but... Oh, fuck off!
Actually pretty good. I'm starting to feel a lot better. My days are more colorful, and I'm starting to move on and process things healthfully. It's all thanks to my therapist, baby, who said I was one of her most concerning cases. And I chose to take that as a compliment. She doesn't really understand why I keep letting anime characters and if they survive or not dictate my mental health. Fucking bozo, am I right? How could she not understand? But you know what? Things are getting better. I'm still a little sad, obviously. It's especially a shame that Kokoro won't be around to see the birth of her child. But hey, I'm moving on. In fact, I was told that if I experience no immediate tragedies in the next couple of days, my recovery will be swift. It's a message from my pal Raven. Ho ho ho! I don't know why I did that, actually. Cut that part out. The mpreg is one thing, but I draw the line at going ho ho ho. What does my good pal Raven have to say, though? Here's chapter 5. It's the saddest chapter yet. I can't wait to watch you cry on camera again. It's happening again. Oh no! Ooh. This is the worst intro of all time. Let's just play this goddamn game. Ugh. I hope all this sadness isn't bad for the baby.
Holy crap, Lois! Oh my god, I can't believe we are here. The penultimate chapter of Danganronpa. Oh, now I'm sad. Now I'm just sad. Alright, focus. Not thinking about my sadness today. We have a whole new world of sadness to discover, I'm sure of it. But yeah, we're here at the penultimate chapter of Danganronpa Survivor's Guild. This is kind of hard to believe. I've been playing this game for a year already, guys. Can you believe that? I just can't. I can't. We've come so far. We've experienced a lot of pain, a lot of tragedy, and it's almost over, man. This is the last regular chapter, the last normal murder, execution trial chapter. That's crazy to me. It's time to see who the last of the deaths are gonna be. Of course, I guess there could still be more deaths in chapter 6 potentially, but this is the beginning of the end. I had a lot of ideas about my theories for this chapter and where this chapter could go, and it didn't help that I was being told that this chapter is also apparently very much different from some of the previous chapters. So it kind of made me doubt myself a little bit with my theorizing. But I think I have somewhat of a prediction for who I think is going to die. Firstly, I'll just get this out of the way. I think Alicia is not going to make it. I'm sorry. There's a lot of factors at play with why I think that. And like Chapter 4, I did a whole podcast-esque episode talking about it. If you want to listen to that, I don't want to bog down this intro too much. So I'll leave it in the link down below. I do think Alicia is going to die, though. Now, another popular guess is that Hayato is going to be the other one to die, speak of the devil. But I don't think so. I actually have the unpopular opinion. I think Hayato is going to make it through. Not saying I think he should, but I think he's gonna be fine, unfortunately. I actually came up with a bit of a crazy theory. Now, hear me out. Hear me out here. I do not think... So I think Alicia specifically is going to be the killer. As for the victim, I don't think it's going to be any of the currently surviving cast members. Hear me out. I think we're going to have a bit of a Mukuro situation on our hands. As in, it's a character that just sort of comes out of nowhere. The cast doesn't know their identity. It could be tied to the mastermind or to some other character, but at the beginning, it's a bit of a mystery about who this person is. I think that's gonna be that. I think that's gonna be the victim. I don't know. I think it's a bit of an outlandish theory, but from what I've been told, this is a bit of an outlandish chapter. So I think it's fitting. And if I had to guess, I would predict that whoever this Mukuro-esque person is, I would predict it's either like, I don't know, the guy who is trapped on the island that we get glimpses of sometimes in the post-chapter scenes. Maybe the hunter himself. Who knows? I think the first victim, though, is going to be a bit of a mystery. But yeah, those are my predictions. Again, if you want more details or you want to hear some of my other theories, I'll leave the link down below. But that was the one I felt the most confident in. You know, still though, I'm not 100% confident. Not as confident as I was with the last chapter, which I'm still shocked I was so close to getting. Of course, I didn't predict, you know, my wife dying, but who does? Yeah, like I said, I know this is going to be a bit of a weird chapter. It's going to be a bit out there. Raven has told me many times that this chapter is going to be a little bit different, and I'm here for it. I'm ready to see what they cooked up. Honestly, I'm kind of excited. I'm honestly really excited. Hearing that kind of makes me like, yes, I want to see it. I want to see it so bad. I know I joke sometimes about how miserable this game makes me, and that makes me super sad or whatever. And hell, I know I did that whole intro thing. I hope you guys know that's just me joking around though. Like, if I was truly miserable, I wouldn't keep playing this game. I do love playing this game for you all, and like I said many times before, I think Survivor's Guild really does bring out like the best of me and best of my content, and I think this is by far like the best Let's Play I've ever made, like TBH. And I just can't believe it's coming to an end already. So yeah, please don't take shit like the intro so seriously. Except that pregnancy part. That part was serious. I am actually. That mpreg thing did happen. So yeah, take with that what you will. Anyway, I don't know if I have anything else to say except that I know for a fact this chapter is gonna be incredibly sad. I'm gonna try not to cry. I'm gonna try not to cry again, but even just thinking about my theories and whatnot, I already was feeling some tears welling up. And I'm sure whatever the game cooked up is 100 times worse than whatever I'm imagining in my head. So we'll just see what happens. I'm gonna try not to cry though. Wish me luck. I mean, come on, Raven, do your worst. You already killed my wife. You can't get any more sad than that. I hope. Alright, buckle up everyone, get those tissues ready, get yourself a nice little treat to you know, bring some happiness into your life. Chapter 5 is where things get real. This is where we start building up to the climax of the game, and I have a really good feeling that the climax in this game in particular is going to be devastating. So I'm sure everything building up to it will be incredibly devastating. So prepare yourselves. Wish me luck, gamers. I'm going in. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, we're gonna get a recap of the last chapter. Oh, I don't want a recap of the last chapter. I know what happened. Trust me, I still remember it pretty vividly. I'd rather not think about it again. And I just know you're gonna spend like 10 minutes discussing it once I get to the cafeteria. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, Kokoro was such a sweet soul. Everyone's gonna miss her. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I am. And then I'm gonna cry again, realizing how sad, pathetic, and Kokoro-less my life is yet again. So I'd rather not see the recap of events, but, you know, fuck it. For consistency's sake, since I've done it for all the other chapters, we'll do it. For you guys, you better thank me. Just the last chapter, please.
Previously on Fanganronpa, Survivor's Guilt.
After the third trial, Gumi snapped and started ruling the group with an iron fist, physically and verbally abusing several people. Meanwhile, Kazuki's mental state was quickly deteriorating, although Kokoro and Mamoru were trying to support him. Rui and Alicia got back together and promised each other that they would survive and tried to continue their relationship after the game. Something tells me that's gonna age very badly. Gumi tried to force Mamoru to kill Hayato, as she believed that he had to die in Chapter 4 anyway. Kazuki tried to defend Mamoru, but he got badly beaten by Gumi, which caused him to have a mental breakdown. During the Fourth Island exploration, Kazuki found several guns and decided to become the new ruler of the island. He shot and wounded both Gumi and Hayato as revenge for their previous treatment of him. Gumi spent most of the rest of the chapter in the infirmary, being catatonic. Kazuki decided that he would stay inside the newly discovered fortress alongside Aki and Takeshi, who joined him and received guns as well. Rui wanted to try to understand Hayato, but he ended up making out with him instead. My man! Atsuo tried to talk to Takeshi, who then nearly shot him after he mentioned his son. Alicia told Rui that she didn't mind him kissing Hayato, but she needed him to stay calm and act maturely if they wanted to survive. Kokoro defied Kazuki, trying to get him to listen to reason, and was shot by him in the leg. Bitch move, by the way. Still mad about that. During a three-way date involving himself, Alicia, and Hayato, Rui was lightly stabbed by Gumi, who left the infirmary in mysterious circumstances. I love that they specify lightly stabbed. Especially after all the bitching Rui did in the last chapter. Shortly thereafter, the worst thing ever happened. The group discovered that Kazuki and Kokoro have both been shot dead. And Evan cried like a little bitch. Since Rui was wounded, Alicia and Atsuo conducted the investigation together, and with Atsuo also leading the trial. However, he got badly hurt when he tried to protect Takeshi from the falling debris, which forced Alicia to take over. Soon after that, Alicia realized how the murders happened, which caused her to abandon her emotions in favor of accessing her locked-in state in order to corner the killer. She explained that the killer was Mamoru, and the reason why he had an alibi was that he abused Atsuo's trust in his trauma, betraying him. Mamoru, god damn it. Mamoru explained that he wanted to kill Kazuki to end his suffering, but Kokoro protected him with her life. And this was actually the part where I cried like a bitch. After Kokoro died in Kazuki's arms, he himself begged Mamoru to kill him. Due to his fear of execution, Mamoru decided to kill himself using his final bullet. Alicia blamed herself for his suicide, but Rui supported her, telling her that she was not a monster and that he would stay with her till the end. 7 survivors remain. And let us begin Chapter 5. And all that could have been. Alright, let's do this. Oh wait, okay. I thought it was like a trigger warning for a minute. I was about to be like, oh great, what up? What a great start. Okay, this is just the music warning. So like with Chapter 3, we're just gonna do the intended music. And copyright be damned!
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me!
Oh, actually, reading this right now, it seems that this only applies to the daily life segment. The second half of the trial, including the execution sequence, contains several pieces of music that are essential for the intended experience of this chapter and therefore cannot be disabled. If YouTube, for any reason, expresses any issues with the video of your playthrough, we recommend muting the sound on that part of the video in question. Thank you for your understanding. So just a heads up to any of my fellow YouTubers out there. I'm gonna do the intended music. I did get away with using it last time and not getting any sort of copyright warning. I didn't get any sort of demonetization or anything. Not that it matters, I don't make money off these videos. So, like, it seems you can maybe fudge it if you, like, talk over it enough or set the volume a certain way. But these are all good warnings to keep in mind. But like they said here, there's no risk of, like, an actual fucking strike, which is, like, worst case scenario. So do with that what you will. So I'm just gonna deal. Like I said, worst case scenario, I get demonetized on a video I don't make money on anyway, so... Give me that intended musical experience, please! Again. Again! Again! And again. This never stops. Never. How naive were we when we thought we could just live a normal life after Danganronpa? This game was punishing us for such naivete. Every day. I remembered Mamoru's last words to Rika before her execution. Mako trusted you and you betrayed her. You're the worst. Ironic, isn't it? Considering what he did just a week later. I suppose the natural reaction would be to call him a hypocrite. But this isn't it. The thing is, he really thought he couldn't do such a thing when he was saying it. It wasn't hypocrisy, it was, once again, naivety. The killing games bring out the worst in everyone, again and again. Bullswa said it himself. He betrayed not just his friends, but his own convictions. And Shoma knew it too. That's why he chose the only escape route he knew. That's how this always is. You think that after some time you'd become numb to it, but no. It still hurts. I cried during the night, thinking about Kazuki, Kokoro, and Mamoru. But I knew that more of us would join them soon. Who will it be? Gumi? Hayato? Myself? Alicia? I'm sure it's one of those. No, not Alicia. I also keep thinking about my previous game more, the longer we're here. I don't have the will to judge anyone here for their crimes within the killing game. Now that would be actual Now that would be actual hypocrisy. There you go. Third time's the charm. Mako trusted you, and you betrayed her. You're the worst. Atsuo trusted you, and you betrayed him. You're the worst. Shinji trusted me, and I betrayed him. I'm the worst. Maybe this whole thing is a punishment for my sins. I kept thinking, who puts us here and why? Why? What are you getting out of this? Sadistic pleasure? Money? Revenge? I don't know. But who should figure it out if not me? You idiot, use this stupid fucking talent of yours and solve this before it's too late. Now. How did it come to this? Alright, that was a bit of a jump. Oh yes, I'm starting to remember. Haruto took us here after the trial, and we were too shocked and broken to even say anything. It's like I said, there are no moral standards left here. Not in Chapter 5. I feel like this is the least of your concerns right now. Like, out of all the quote-unquote moral failings, like, this one isn't... This one doesn't even register, honestly. I wouldn't even consider this, like... Don't beat yourself up, man, for wanting to sleep next to two attractive people. And so our toxic, dysfunctional trio began that chapter. The chapter that would forever change the trajectory of all our lives. A few moments later... Oh, I slept great today. How about you? It was bad. Really? But Ruby works so great as a pillow, you know. He's soft and slightly chubby under that boring green jacket. I like that. Didn't you make shitty comments about Sumere's rate just 2 chapters ago? Sure, but that was because I wanted to be an asshole, not because I actually minded that. Come on, you know me. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, unfortunately I do. And don't act like you're the better person here. We're all the same. Didn't you call yourself a monster just yesterday? Haruto, stop. You're right, but I really don't want to get everyone killed again. Sure, you're great at lying, you know. At lying? From you? It must be a huge compliment. How about you, Rui? You still think that you're better than me? I'm not sure about anything anymore. Great, then just stop thinking about it. I don't think, therefore I am, or something like that. I think that's right, yeah. I'm not sure that's how this went. No, yeah, I think he's got it right. We would be a great comedy duo, you know? Me as the funny guy, and you as the straight man. Plot twist, the straight man is actually straight, lol! Seriously? Man, I'm hyped to see what will happen in this chapter. It feels like each of them is crazier than the last one. And that's a good thing? Yeah, otherwise I get bored. I really don't get how you do this. Do what? Our negative emotions have been affected by the simulation so much, especially in the last chapter. Yeah, it was like I was going through a roller coaster of emotions. Or maybe you're just a badly written character who cannot keep a consistent personality and relies solely on a cool design. What? I don't know, that's just what I would say if I was a viewer. Damn. Good thing you aren't. Well, if the viewers didn't like me as a character, they'd be in for a bad time. Because I'm not leaving anytime soon. Oh, don't say that. Dude. These characters should know not to raise death flags. Stop it. Are you an idiot? Oh, we'll see. Okay, we're not doing the death threats again. Haruto, it's not just Alicia. Gumi, Kazuki, Mamoru, Atsuo, Takeshi, even me. All of us were greatly affected by this game's pressure. Well, I was not. It's like Gumi said, he's completely immune. Yep. I don't don't know if I fully buy that. I think he's just faking it. I'm not entirely sure, you know. Huh? Oh, see? Rui agrees. The killing games get to everyone, and even expose everyone's dark sides. Some people just need more extreme circumstances. I'm not sure what would have to happen to break me, lol. Dark side, you think he'd get even worse? No, I hope we won't get to see that. That would be funny. Not really. Okay, so guys, I just wanted to ask you, do you want to continue with our arrangement? Sure, we can stay like that for now, and then the game survivors will get Rui as an award. I'm not too happy with this, but I suppose it's the best we can have for now. Maybe it'll calm this maniac down at least a bit. I hope so. Tee! See, maybe that's why he's like this. He's just pinned up, man. So what do we do now? Are we going to get breakfast? I mean, I doubt Gumi is still interested in that morning regime thing. Lol. Yeah, but we should still meet with the others and talk things out. Sure. But first, I need to write some things down. Huh? I was thinking about this for some time. I need to share this with everyone else. Not just the two of you. Well, if you have to, just give me a moment. 15 minutes later. Okay, I'm finished. Finally, I'm starting to get bored. Rui, what is that list? I'll show you all after breakfast, okay? Ooh, I think I have an idea. It's quite important, so it's better if you all listen to this together. Alright. Well then, we're going, right? Lead the way, pretty boy. No, remind you that we heavily recommend switching to the always dash. Okay, yeah. I think I have that on, right? If it carried over my save. Yes, cool. I'm dope. I'm awesome. I'm amazing. Look at that big bed. I got this cuddle with two hotties on it. Wait, hold on. Oh, I saw nothing but emptiness here, and I thought all my monocups was gone for a minute. I forgot they were all just pushed to the side like this. I got scared. I don't know what I do without my monocup collection. Alright, well, let's head to the cafeteria. Oh, it's raining. Huh? Is that rain? That means Gumi has a higher chance to spawn. Seems so. Why are you two weirdos acting like you haven't seen rain in your life? Very funny, of course I've seen it. I just didn't expect that the simulation was capable of imitating it. No, the simulation is perfectly capable of catering to any kind of creating any kind of weather, but all of it is controlled by whoever is running it. So it's a bit weird that they decided to give us rain after 4 chapters of uninterrupted sunshine. I don't get it, it's a mood thing. Oh, you don't get it, it's a mood thing. Jesus, I'm terrible at reading today. What? Listen, we're getting close to the end of the game. Everyone is super sad and traumatized after everything. So of course we're gonna get the most depressing chapter ever. I hope that's not the case. It's symbolic. The characters are crying, so the skies are crying too. All of our moments here lost in time like tears in the rain. Didn't think you were some kind of poet. Oh, gold movies is not poetry, Rui. It's not? I guess so. Well, in any case, we should be going. Yeah, otherwise we're gonna get all wet and not in the good way. Alright. Well, I wouldn't mind it, so maybe we should turn that dash option off. It's kind of nice though. I like this. I'm sure it's gonna just really add to the sadness of whoever's death is upon us, but for now, I vibe with it. I fuck with it. Hello, dragon. Hello, carrots. Nice to meet you. How's everyone in here doing? Terrible? I'm sure of it, especially you, Atsuro. Atsuro probably had it like the worst of anyone in the last chapter. I mean, of the people still here anyway. Obviously, 3 people fucking died, but we entered the dining hall. But I'm concerned about Atsuro. I hope he's doing well. Everyone was there. This time there were no screams, no violence. Only 6 broken people looking as if they were about to eat their last meal. And Hayato. Oh, well, that and Hayato. Again, my ability to predict text is amazing. I wish I could use that for something useful. Hi, guys. Took you a while to get here. That's because we were having fun. Not like you know what that is. Seeing you is enough to ruin any idea of fun. Seriously, can't he wear some kind of mask to cover that ugly face? Damn! Wearing a face mask in a killing game is not recommended. One time some guy tried that. He got killed when another player slipped rat poison in there. What the fuck? What on earth? Is that another Fangan reference? Can't wait to get to that one. That sounds like a hoot. That sounds fucked up, man. Wow, maybe I should try doing something like that sometime. Please don't. Hey, about that, I was wondering. Why does he still wear that eye patch? Didn't we establish that all non-lethal wounds get healed by the simulation? Wait, I never thought about that, actually. I don't know. Oh, I got busted. Of course it got healed. Several days ago, actually. What? That is, yeah. I don't know how I didn't think of that either. That's a... Am I an idiot? I mean, the eye itself returned to its normal form after a single day, but my sight is still not perfect. Like Kokoro said, that was a nasty wound, lol. Props to that dumbass for trying to kill me, I guess. Fuck you. Plus, I don't want to hear Kokoro's name from your dirty mouth. You know what? I can dig that. I'm with Aki on this one. I don't say that often. I feel like I don't give Aki enough credit in this game. Aki's based as fuck. I feel like I just don't mention it enough. Oh, and why is that? Because fuck you, that's why. Okay, we can work on the counter argument some other time, but for now. So what, are you gonna take this thing off now? No, it looks too cool. I think it's a part of my brand now. Yeah, I'm with him. Whatever, man. It gives him a more menacing look, you know? I think we got more important things to talk about. Atsuo, how are you feeling? Honestly, like shit. But I'll live somehow. Oh, and Alicia? Yes? Thanks so much for yesterday. If you didn't press the button for me, you know. It's nothing. I just acted on instinct. Still, you saved his life. You have my thanks for that, too. That was kind of cool of you, yeah. Wow, someone is popular today. I could get jealous. Whatever. Actually, I even managed to eat something today. Hell yeah, let's go! Well, I'm glad to hear it. Granted, it was cup ramen. Hey, baby steps, man. I'm not gonna touch any sandwiches for some time. That one is perfectly fair. Yeah, I can understand that. I was encouraging him to prepare his own meals so that he knows they're safe. Good idea. I don't think that's enough to keep someone safe here. Maybe, but I want him to feel comfortable with himself. Thanks, Takeshi. Oh, by the way, I looked at the only person who hasn't said anything yet. Yumi, how are you feeling then? I'm fine, Rui. You sure? Yes, but I need to talk to you all. Uh-oh. What is it this time? Haha, they're all still scared of you! It's not like that, everyone. Please just let me start this meeting with an important forward. Getting formal now, huh? How to let her talk? Thank you, Alicia. Listen, everyone, I should probably apologize to you all. Probably? Sorry for the wording, I definitely should. It's just that I know that it can't change anything at this point. It would still mean something. Very well. I'm sorry. I know that what I did caused all the deaths in the previous chapter. I had helped Kazuki break down too. Let's not forget that, okay? Nah, I don't want to take the credit from our dear leader. About that, I must admit that Boleslaw is right. I am not fit to be the leader. I mean, you're also right about him lying to us. That was a fight of evil versus evil, I guess. Maybe, but it doesn't matter now. It might be obvious, but I'll still say it. As of this moment, I'm officially stepping down as the leader. Well, duh. So you've calmed down now? I think so, but I don't want to be tempted by power again. How did she change back like that? It's like we said, shock therapy. The amount of horrible events Gumi went through in the last chapter was enough to make her see reason, I think. We still shouldn't trust her. I mean, she might be playing something, yeah. It's fine if you don't trust me, but I still want to work with you all. I want to catch the hunter and make them answer for what they did. Sure. So who's gonna be the leader now? Don't look at me. Hey, pick me! That's an absolute fucking no. Absolutely not. We'd rather die. I don't think we need a leader, to be fair. So far, this whole leadership thing has only brought us conflicts. I kind of agree. I don't think we need an absolute leader. That was clearly not a good idea. Instead, we should vote on our decisions. Yeah, you're right. True, probably should have done that in the first place. But still, we could use someone who could act as a designated leader, to call meetings, lead the discussions, things like that. I suppose. Hell, I don't want to be that person. I do not deserve it. Yeah. So who's it gonna be then? Any volunteers? No one? Oh, could I maybe try? Huh? Who said that? The cat? Oh, Takeshi. Me. Takeshi? Seriously? I mean, if it's just calling meetings and shit, I trust him with it. Well, you got a problem with me? I mean, you're stupid. Although I suppose you want to be the first stupid leader in the world. Hey. If he wants to help, then why not? I'm not necessarily opposed to that, Takeshi. Like I said, we want to make most decisions by voting anyway, but I have to ask why. Yeah, you're never the type who wanted to lead anything, so what changed? You're not scheming something, right? That moron? Well, that would be funny. Leave him alone, you two. There are two reasons, you know. The first one is the same as Gumi's. What do you mean? She wasn't the only one who did bad stuff in the last chapter. I also screwed up a lot. First, I sided with Kazuki because I was too scared to do anything else. And worse, I almost killed Atsuo when I shot at him. I mean, I know that you didn't want to, but I still shot you, and at Rui too, even though you didn't do anything. And yet you saved me at the trial, Atsuo. That really made me think. If you and everyone else can try and help others, why can't I do the same? So you want to help our group and make up for your past mistakes? Kinda. I don't know, that's still suspicious. Alright, Takeshi, I understand. I can relate to this too. So what's the second reason then? Power. Well, I feel like I need to take responsibility. Responsibility? Yeah, as the oldest surviving person in our group. We are all adults here, though. But you're still young, and I'm not. All the other people who were close to my age, like Yumi and Sumire, and even those a bit younger, like Mamoru, Kazuki, and Kokoro, all of them died. I'm the last one. Damn, that is true, isn't it? He does technically have the most experience, like, just in the outside world, away from Danganronpa. So yes, I feel like it's my responsibility to do something. I can't just be scared all the time while everyone else keeps dying. Is that your fatherly instinct kicking in again, Unc? Maybe. But we already said that all of those who tried to be the responsible adults in our group kept dying horrible deaths. Hey, don't try and scare him. He's actually trying to do something good, unlike you. Sure. Thanks, Atsuo. Okay, then let's vote on this. Who agrees with making Takeshi the next leader? 6 votes. Who's against? No one. Aki, what about you? I'm abstaining. She literally does only vote when it concerns Hayato. She literally, I joked about last chapter, she literally is just a fucking single issue voter. You know, if Hayato was up for the running, she'd be like, no, 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 no. She'd do something. I got nothing against Takeshi, but I still think it's a bit suspicious. I mean, it's fair though. I mean, fair enough. I'm not forcing you to trust me. Okay, so the majority agrees. Congratulations, Takeshi. Let's go! Thanks, guys. Good luck! Try not to die, haha! Alright, so that means I can lead the meeting now, right? I guess. Do we have something else that we need to talk about? Yeah, the same thing as always. Yeah, that. Okay, then, so Rui? Yeah. Would you mind telling us what we can expect this time? A lot of sadness. There you go, you didn't even need Rui. I got you, bro. In the previous chapter, your prediction about Mamoru was sadly correct, so maybe we can do the same this time, too. I don't think it'll be that easy. See, chapters 3 and 4 in Danganronpa often followed a similar pattern, but chapter 5, not so much. Can you elaborate? The thing is, chapter 5 was usually the last normal chapter. If the 5th killer didn't succeed and win the trial, and the survivors were able to make it to chapter 6, then the showrunners followed the format of the first 2 fictional seasons, allowed them to confront the mastermind, and win the game as the sheep. Exactly. So does this mean it'll be the same here? Are you stupid? The trash can said clearly that they want to kill us all. The hunter certainly does, but we're not sure about how much control they have over the game. True, we've got the hunter, Monocurphy, and Turbinus. We don't know who really controls whom. This whole thing is a mess. Pure chaos, I like that. Okay, Rui, but if we were following the standard Danganronpa format with 6 chapters, then what can happen now? Honestly, anything. Since that was the last murder case and several people already failed to deceive the group, the killer usually went all out. They often devised some insanely complicated plan to make sure they wouldn't get caught. Something like what Boleswa did? Yeah, that was a proper Chapter 5 murder case. So you're saying that we can expect a repeat of that? Possibly. I don't know if we'll be able to solve another plot like that. We'll have to. I mean, isn't this like we said yesterday? There aren't any more people capable of coming up with something like that. What about Gumi? Me? Yeah. Are you saying you won't be able to do it? Excuse me. Well, don't forget my boy Rui. He's a murder expert. Thanks, Hayato. Thanks, hubby. I knew I could rely on you. Listen, I don't want to point fingers, but Aki over there is starting to sound like an accusatory Andy. Who's to say she doesn't have a plot up her sleeve? Maybe that baggy hoodie is covering it. Hayato, I thought we were on the same side now. Yo, I'm praising you. Don't you like it? You're not praising him. You're just making others more suspicious of him. Nah, just let me glaze my boyfriend. In more ways than one. Wink, wink. Whatever. Okay, but coming back to the main topic, there aren't any common themes in the murder apart from it being complicated, right? Not really. Then what about the victims? Who's most likely to die? I wish I knew. What? See, the thing is, do you know what plot armor is? Rui, I'm a writer, of course I do. Yeah, but we aren't, so we still need to hear it. Plot armor means that some characters are too important to die early on. For example, the fact that both Hayato and Alicia survived murder attempts in Chapter 3 could be considered this. Yeah, we were too cool to die. Or just too lucky. The only common theme of Chapter 5 is the plot armor does not exist. So anyone can die? Yeah, the more important the character, the more in danger they are. The protagonist, the support, the antagonist, the traitor, anyone important enough to become a target. Whoa, slow down, okay? What does this even mean? Well, in short, the protagonist is the main character of the story. And I know that Alicia already got angry at me once for saying this, but I believe in our group that would be me. One egotist. You? Why is that? I mean, just look at my fucking hair, dude. Do any of you have cool dudes like mine? Because every murder case so far has had something to do with me. The first two were planned by my two closest friends, Shoma and Rika. The third one had Bulswa using my emotions to try and manipulate me to deceive everyone. And the fourth one, me getting so obsessed with Gumi's attack on me made me derail the trial. That might be a stretch, buddy. You know what, I do feel a little silly though. I said Atsuo had the worst of all the characters that are currently surviving so far in the last chapter. But I totally forgot Rui got stabbed, dude. Rui got lightly stabbed. How could I forget that? My poor boy Rui. Actually, fuck Atsuo and his trauma. How could I forget Rui got slightly injured? Yeah, that was a fail. So yeah, say what you want about me being self-centered, but I think I am the protagonist of this game. As for the other roles, the support is the person closest to the protagonist who helps them with solving cases. So that would be Alicia. Not me? No, why do you ask? You are the antagonist, Hayato, that's pretty clear. Although, we are in an unusual situation here since we have two antagonists actually, Hayato and Gumi. Well yeah, I don't want to antagonize anyone now though. Gumi represents a type of antagonist that wants to change for the better. Often they sacrifice themselves for the group trying to stop the game. Huh? So that's it for the antagonist. I do think, I am glad they're kind of coming back to this plot point, because I did think it's always been an interesting aspect of Rui's character that he considers himself the protagonist when really, as has been said many times before, this is not a typical Danganronpa game, so there's really no, like, I mean, I guess there's some foundation for it, I can see why he thinks that, but, like, at the same time, it's not, like, set in stone. Especially when we have avoided other tropes from Danganronpa already, such as the double murder in Chapter 3. So I'm glad they're kind of coming back around to this. I think it is an interesting aspect to Rui's character, and I think they could twist this in a lot of fun ways. They could reveal someone else to be the real protagonist, quote unquote. They could just give Rui a dose of reality that this isn't a story or anything. There's many ways they could handle this, and I'm interested to see where it goes. This specific plot point. As for the traitor, we discussed that before. But we still don't know who they are. Or if there even is a traitor. True. Okay, Rui, so what you're saying is that the people in most danger are you, Alicia, Hayato, Gumi, and a possible traitor. I said this in my podcast, by the way. So look at me, I feel smart. I added Atsuo, though. I don't know, I thought Atsuo was important enough to add. I will admit that one was a bit of a stretch, though. Mostly yes, although there is one last type of character who dies in Chapter 5 quite often. Don't keep us waiting. There is a character who wasn't very important to the plot so far, but suddenly takes center stage. Oh? That makes sense, something like that happened in last year's game. Oh, I guess Mukuro could fall into that category, yeah. I never really thought about it that way. I feel a little embarrassed because in that podcast I said it was kind of, that Eri being the death kind of like strides away from the standard Chapter 5's tropes, but I guess when you're thinking about it that way, it makes a little bit of sense. Eri and Aiko. Wait, but that means... Ha ha ha! Oh, that's perfect! Hey, Takeshi! What? Seems like you just picked the best moment to become our leader! Right in time to die! I don't think it's gonna be Takeshi, I don't know. I just don't buy it. Though, I will say, if it is Takeshi, I hope he is the killer, and I hope he gets squashed with another play button. That's all I'll say on that matter, but I don't buy it. I feel like this chapter is going to do something really weird. I feel like if any chapter is going to just disregard the tropes entirely, it's this one, I feel like. Or twist, or maybe not entirely disregard, but like twist them around, you know? Like I said, I think Alicia is definitely in the most danger here. Mostly just based on the tropes and the song that this chapter is named after. But that's why I predicted there was going to be like a Mukuro-esque situation, you know? I feel like they're gonna pull some weird like thing like that. I'm excited to see where this goes though. Like we're already building up to something interesting. There's so many ways this chapter could go, genuinely, and then it's enticing. It's very enticing. Hey, shut up, Hayato. You might still resign, you know. Just let someone else become the target. What do you say, old guy? No, I won't run away. My man. Bold words. I hope you won't die too early to regret them. Hayato, for the last time, shut the fuck up, okay? Sure. So that's all about the possible victims. But that just means basically everyone can die. Pretty much. I'm sorry, I wish I could help more. So we don't know what we should do to prepare, what we should be prepared for, huh? With all these guns on the island, probably nothing good. Oh yeah, do we still have those? What guns? Huh? Oh right, you don't know. See, this morning Montecristi came to my room. Montecristi? Yeah, he took away the gun I got from Kazuki. Said it wasn't needed for this chapter. Okay, phew. I can confirm, he did the same to me. He also said that he would take Kazuki's rifle and all the guns that he was storing in his room and delete them from the simulation. Hey, that's great news! Right, since our knives are also locked in Kazuki's room, which we cannot enter, there are barely any weapons left. Montecristi just comes out and was like, good news, everyone! I have provided you all with your own nuclear bombs! Maybe, but I'm afraid that someone willing to kill can still find a way to do that. Yeah. For all we know, they could turn that fucking cake into a weapon, man. It's Danganronpa, anything can happen. Force asphyxiation via strawberry shortcake. Sadly, that's how it always was. Did Montecristi delete your walkie-talkies too? No, Aki and I just left them in the tool shack. Since we have no intention of going back to that fucked up fortress. Okay, we'll see if that comes into play. Yeah, I can understand that. So is that all we need to discuss? Not quite. There's something else I need to talk to you all about. Oh? Is this that thing you've been preparing in the morning? Yes. What thing? See, he just kept looking at these boring papers instead of his boyfriend and girlfriend. What a nerd. Yes, because this was a very important thing, Hayato. Alright, Rui. Since this meeting has been going on for quite a while, I think we can do a 10-minute break now. After that, we can talk. Is that alright with you? Sure. But it's important! 11 minutes later. Oh my god, we're 1 minute late. Everyone kill themselves now. How dare you? We might as well be dead. I should have given you... I needed to give you this information 10 minutes ago. And you made me wait 11? Fuck you. Okay, see that everyone is here. Rui, you have our attention. Thanks. See everyone, there's another important aspect of Chapter 5 that isn't directly tied to murders. Since this is the last chapter before the final confrontation, this is also the time when the hunt for the mastermind begins for real. Sometimes the players find important clues that can help them identify that person. Or maybe someone tries to break the game and the mastermind directly intervenes. So we can expect the mastermind to have an active role in this chapter. Pretty much. And that's what's also important. Many clues that we might have missed before can suddenly become relevant. So I think that this is the best moment to really think about. This random save that I didn't think much of came in handy. Thank you. Okay, 11 minutes later. Again, how dare you guys fucking keep me waiting. Okay, I see that everyone is here. Rui, you have our attention. Thanks. See everyone, there's another important aspect of Chapter 5 that isn't directly tied to murders. Since this is the last chapter before the final confrontation, this is also the time when the hunt for the mastermind begins for real. Sometimes the players find important clues that can help them identify that person. Yes, we read this right. I don't remember where we stopped, so forgive me. Or maybe someone tries to break the game and the mastermind directly intervenes. So we can expect the mastermind to have an active role in this chapter. Pretty much. And what's also important, many clues that we might have missed before can suddenly become relevant. So I think that this is the best moment to really think about who the mastermind or the hunter really is. Well yeah, but what can we do? We already talked about them. For the last few days, even with so much happening around us, I tried to collect my thoughts on this. And I think I reached my answer. Ooh! Okay, let's hear it, Rui. So you know who the mastermind is? Then what the fuck are you waiting for? Tell us. It's not that easy. Oh, fucking course. I can't give you one name. What I did was analyze every single theory, trying to figure out which of them are probable and which aren't. That's boring! No, Harold, this might be the key to our survival. I thought of all possible options. All of us, of course, those who already died, and some people from outside who might be connected to the game. Wait a second, what do you mean, those who died? Fake deaths weren't that rare in Danganronpa. Sometimes the mastermind pretended to die, only to continue running the game from behind the scenes. Didn't we examine all the victims and confirm their deaths? Only the murder victims, but not the ones that got executed. True. I didn't actually think of that. That's not all, though. Don't forget we are in a simulation. That is also true. It could be very easy to just fake. That's true. I know we already assumed that we're using a hard connection, but we somehow aren't. I mean, even if we are, like, I feel like the mastermind should be able to, like, counteract that somehow and create the illusion of death, you know? Or program in, like, I don't know, like an object that acts as a fake body. I don't know, just spitballing some ideas here. Then that person could have left the game and run it from the outside. Damn! Yes, all these are possibilities I tried to consider. And to do this, I rate the probability of each theory on a scale from 1 to 100% based on my knowledge about Danganronpa. Oh, but I consider each case separately, so the results do not add up to 100%. And baby, no one here gives a fuck how your numbers work, believe me. No, I do. But I do. Is there anything more pathetic than stat nerds? Leave him alone. We need to hear him out. Okay, so let's begin. Alright, so this is actually a part that I knew about. I participated in this. I think this is the thing. This is the thing, right? Minoru the cat, 2%. You know, hold on, before I get angry, let me explain what went down. Because also, I think this is the perfect time to discuss my own personal mastermind / hunter theories. I need to charge my phone, though. It's on my phone, and my phone's dead. Oh god, I'm such a terrible YouTuber. So after Chapter 4 released, Raven asked me and I guess some other people, I don't know who exactly though, but he asked a bunch of his friends essentially to make like a top 10 list of who we think are the most likely to be the hunter, and then he'd stack them all up and make his own, you know, Watch Mojo-esque top 10 list. Welcome to WatchMojo.com. Today we're counting down the top 10 most likely masterminds in Danganronpa Survivors Guild. I wouldn't be surprised if WatchMojo had a video of that, honestly. At this rate, what haven't they made a video on? But yeah, he asked me to participate, so thank you for that. Also, thanks for the early copy of the game. I think I forgot to say that in the intro. Did I forget to say that in the intro? I got a little too antsy. But yes, I participated, and I think this would be the perfect place to discuss my own hunter theories, since I helped with the list to some extent. I don't think... Honestly, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be to come up with 10. I'm gonna be real. And then I fucked up because I accidentally gave him the name. Because one of my suggestions was like someone connected to Ryu, like, you know, like a new character, but he needed an existing character, and so whoops. I can't follow instructions well. But yeah, I struggled to come up with 10 that was like felt reasonable, like putting on the list. I don't know, maybe I overthought of it. Maybe I should have just wrote some names down, but I wanted to take it seriously. I wanted to think about people who had a reasonable chance to fucking concoct this devious plan. I don't know if Rui's gonna do like he was number 10, he was number 9. Because I thought it'd be fun if he did it that way, then I could just like go through my list as he's going through his, and see how they compare and contrast, like see which ones I voted for that make it onto the top 10, you know? Let's get a little further though and see how the dialogue's gonna handle this. But first of all, I have a bone to pick with whoever voted Kokoro. How fucking dare you? That's all I gotta say. First, I'll show you all the theories that I mostly ruled out. Their probability does not exceed 25%. Yeah, they better fucking not. Most of the people who already died during this game are here. So the ones here can't be the mastermind, right? Well, they can, but it's highly unlikely. So I'm not gonna get into any details of the... Wait a fucking second. Why the hell is the cat here? You never know. I mean, I had to consider all the possibilities. There was this one horror game where one of the endings revealed the dog to be the mastermind. Rui, are you sure you're taking this seriously? I'm taking this the most seriously-ness. I am, I promise. Also, he's just at 2%. That's almost nothing. It's twice as much as you gave Yumi, Mako, and Rika, dude. I'm sorry, okay? I was very curious to see how he would turn this this list into dialogue, because I'm sure there was people out there who came up with crazier theories than even I did. Can you stop ganging up on him and let him talk about the actually serious theories? We haven't got all day. Okay. Thanks, Alicia. After considering every possibility, I came up with 10 possible masterminds. Well, 11 actually, since I have 2 10th places. Ooh la la. Okay, so we all gonna go from 10 to 1. So this is where I'll show my list. I just think this is a fun way to show my mastermind theories, you know. So let's just roll with it. So we'll see what Rui has to say for number 10/11, and then I'll share what I put for number 10, and then my logic behind it. Like I said, I tried to put a lot of thought into this. I really did. I probably put too much thought into this. I got to Raven a little bit late, and I feel a little bad for that, because I was thinking about it a little too hard, and I apologize, but I maybe took this a little too seriously. Yeah. Really, no one cares. Get to the point. Right, so let's start from the bottom. Alright, let's do this. Number 10! They got Atsuo. I had... This is why I put that new character. And then when Raven said, I can't use this, I was like, just put Takeshi here. Lol. That one I didn't think too hard about. I'm gonna be real. But, you know, I feel like Ryu has some part in this, you know? Like, realistically, I feel like Ryu's gonna come up at least at some point again in this game, or even the third game. Like, he has to be, like, I feel like it's very easy to maybe potentially connect him to Terminus, you know? Considering Terminus is the reason killing games are still going on right now, and you know, Ryu somehow got all the TDR stuff. I don't think it's that weird of a theory that Ryu maybe has some connection to Terminus, and maybe someone in Terminus has a deep connection with him. We just don't know. We just don't know. We didn't really get much about Ryu's backstory in the game, except that he was rich and liked Danganronpa. I did notice Kirigiri fan 14 on the honorable mentions list, which I think is funny because, like, obviously it makes sense why people would vote for him, like, in the real world, but also from, like, Rui's perspective, like, I think he's just being a hater, you know? I don't think I actually put Atsuo on my list at all. No. I will say this too, I didn't put any character who is dead on my list. I don't know, I just didn't see any character that was dead as, like, a mastermind. I thought about it, but I just didn't see it. Like Shoma, Yumi, Sumire, especially fucking Kokoro, like, I couldn't see any of them being the mastermind. I could see an argument for, like, Kazuki, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like if he was the mastermind, he wouldn't go out the way he did, you know? So my list is made up of... Well, I guess technically there's dead characters on here. Technically, but not dead characters who died in this game. Wink, wink. Well, actually, one character who died in this game. I'm sorry, I lied. I just straight up lied to you. I just actually straight up lied to you. Not one who died in this killing game. Wink, wink. Let's just move on. I don't really have a lot to say about this one, but first at number 27%, I've got Atsuo. Me? What did I do? Fuck you. Calm down, Atsuo. 27% isn't that much. Yeah, actually, you're the lowest ranked person out of the 7 that are still alive. Well, putting your friend so low, are you sure you aren't biased, really? No, this list isn't biased, and you will see that soon. Okay, but can you give us some reasoning for this? Why isn't Atsuo Ohio? Because of the last chapter. I saw what happened to him at the trial, how he reacted to the truth about Mamoru. His despair, his pain, they did seem genuine. He might still be acting. He might, that's why I'm still putting him on the list. He just had to be an insanely good actor to pull this off. And he's the ultimate drummer. Not the ultimate actor. Duh. True, even if you pretend to be someone you're not, some of your real emotions will still be visible. Especially in such extreme circumstances. So that's it for Atsuo, but that's not the only 10th place. The other one is... Aha! I put this one on my list. I put him higher, though. I'll talk about my reasoning when we get there. The other one is Shinji Murakami. Who? Wait, what? The guy that you killed? But why him? He's dead. Again, he's an egotist. Everything revolves around him, dude. I already talked about the possibility of a fake death, and since I also said I might be the protagonist, it would make sense for the mastermind to have some connection to me. But why would Shinji do that? Because I fucking killed him. I bet he's pretty pissed off about that. Oh, that's obvious revenge. Revenge stories are super popular, you know. Dude got betrayed and almost killed by Arui, and now he's out for blood. I can understand that, honestly. Rue, are you sure? Aren't you a bit paranoid? Maybe. But still, it's only the 10th place. We can move on. In 9th place, 31%, we have Hayato. I put Hayato... I put Hayato on my list too. Yeah, a little bit higher. My 9th place was Haruo. Not because I think he's, like, evil per se. If he is the mastermind, I think there's, like, some sort of, like... I guess miscommunication wouldn't be the word. But I think, like... He's only the mastermind in a technical sense, you know? Like, maybe he set up this place for whatever reason. Like... I was kind of thinking of Danganronpa 2, because this game takes so much from DR2. And in that game, you know how the virtual space was technically set up by Makoto for the purpose of cleansing the despair out of the remnants. And I was thinking maybe there's something along that line going on, which is why Haruo is so, like... Because we're pretty sure Haru's connected to this game somehow, right? Like we've seen scenes with him, potentially. He's being talked about a lot, too. So I was thinking one of the reasons he may be so, like, in tune with what's going on here is that he might have set up this virtual space for some other reason. So maybe he's like a mastermind in a technical sense, but not the one setting up the actual killing game. You know, if that makes sense. That was my logic with that. Anyway, in 9th place with 31%, we have Hayato. That low? Come on, I want it to be higher. Shouldn't he have more than this? I mean, he's a psycho. Oh, man. I just realized Aki's probably higher than Hayato is now. She's gonna be livid. I absolutely agree that he could be capable of doing this. He's pure evil, and he's smart, too. Oh, I got praised. The thing is, you're too openly evil to be a mastermind. See, yeah, that's my problem with the Hayato is mastermind theories. It could be like a neat little 4D chess kind of thing, you know, but and there could still be some cool execution, of course. But I just think it's a little boring for the guy who's like so openly evil to be like, guess what? I'm the villain. I've been the villain the whole time. It's like, wow, what a shock, you know. You revealed your evil side to us in chapter 2. That's way too early. Well, see, we would have gotten executed then if it wasn't for Rika. That's true. But I guess again, fake deaths. Not many masterminds die in chapter 2, I suppose. Like, even I have to agree. I don't think he's the mastermind. He's worse. So why is he higher than me? Because this isn't a typical Danganronpa game, so maybe the mastermind could be just pure insane evil. Who knows? Hee. Moving on. Number 8, 33% Shoma. I don't think I put Shoma. Oh, yeah, no, like I said, I didn't put anyone who died during this killing game. My number 8 was the first one that I would consider a little wacky. I put Tsumugi. I was just thinking, like, this game's connected to V3. They brought up Tsumugi earlier. I think they even brought up the possibility that she might have faked her death. Maybe I'm misremembering that. Maybe that's a little bit of brain fog. Like, because no one actually confirmed she was dead. So I don't know. Maybe she's back to bring killing games to the masses. I mean, I know this game usually tends to focus on original characters, but it doesn't shy away from using, you know, V3 characters. Live or Die had Kaede, Live or Die had Suichi. I don't think it's that insane. It's low on my list because I feel like this game would mostly like to prefer an original character for its mastermind. But, you know, you never know. And honestly, I think Tsumugi's a cool character. I would like to see what this game does with her. That's just my opinion, though. But yeah, Rui's number 8, 33% Shoma. He's actually the only victim that made it to the top 10. Why him and not the others? Because he was the very first victim. In Danganronpa, there were situations where one of the previous murder cases became relevant again in the final chapter. Again, a little Mukuro situation. And it was always either the first or the 5th murder. And what about Yumi? She was an unknown participant in that case, and a completely random one too, so I don't think that would be connected. If Shoma really was as broken as he said, really, then maybe just dying himself wasn't enough for him. Maybe he wanted to kill everyone. Maybe. Or maybe... Huh? Maybe I'm just hoping that he might still be alive. Aw, you miss him. That's cute. Let's just continue. Number 7 is Takeshi with 34%. I did put him on my list, but only as a filler. My number 7 was Aki. I don't really feel super strongly on this one. She's just, I don't know, she's just still alive. She's a little mysterious. I could see it. I was also thinking, you know, when I was thinking Boloswa was the mastermind, part of my logic for that was that Rui didn't recognize him immediately, despite being a huge Danganronpa fan. And of course, Boloswa had the excuse that, you know, he transitioned. But using that same logic, Rui also didn't immediately recognize Aki because of her change from how she was in Danganronpa. So I was thinking maybe using that logic, like, potentially maybe this isn't the real Aki. I don't know, just some thoughts. Again, I don't feel super strongly about this one. Number 7 is Takeshi with 34%. Is that a lot? It's like 2 17s. Could be worse. You see, Takeshi is probably the one who among us who least fits the mastermind archetype. He's the comic relief, not too smart, not too handsome, and quite old too. Wow, thanks man, you're really nice, you know. Sorry, but what I mean is the audience usually wanted to see some popular charismatic character as the mastermind. Even when they would pretend to be someone else, they usually went with the sweet innocent type, not a middle-aged gamer. But then why is he higher than Mio Hayato? Yeah, the hell man. That's because we don't really know what type of mastermind the hunter is. See, Takeshi wouldn't be a good mastermind, but he would be a perfect traitor. A traitor? Yeah, I mean, I don't think even Takeshi would disagree. You said yourself, right? You would do anything to protect your son. So if someone like Terminus kidnapped Luigi and asked Takeshi to work for him, ooh, you know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. Would you really refuse? I like where they're going with this. I like how they're turning the list into how they're interpreting the list to make them make sense in canon. I like this. It makes sense. It's logical. I approve. You don't need my approval, but I gave it to you anyway. I don't even want to think about this, but I can't argue with that. So if the whole game was planned by Terminus and the hunter is just the traitor who's working for them, then Takeshi would fit. Rui, I can't prove it, but I promise you that no one kidnapped my son. If they did, I wouldn't be here. I'd be outside doing everything I can to find him. That's just your words. Either way, I can move on to the next place. It's Gumi with 35%, who coincidentally is next. For me as well. Hell yeah, we tied. This list and my list tied. Yeah, again, I don't feel super confident in Gumi being the mastermind. But like I thought she had definitely a better chance than all the others so far. And again, it could even be like a Haruo thing where this digital island was set up for some other purpose and maybe she forgot about it when coming into it. Because she is pretty close with original Haruo, or at least decently close with him. So I mean, using that logic could also apply to Gumi. So maybe she's only a mastermind in the technical sense. But I don't know, I also just thought it could be a cool twist if the protagonist of the last game is the mastermind in this one. So I don't know. Or technically the protagonist, quote, you know, not really, but you know what I mean. It's Gumi with 35%. Honestly, places from 6 to 9 are so close they could be ranked in any order. Hee. What? You said 6 to 9. It's the funny sex number. Haha. Hayato, not now, please. This guy. Okay, but why Gumi? Dude, that was so fucking funny, dude. Thank you, Hayato, for lighting up my life. Okay, but why Gumi? If you're saying that I went through a lot in the last chapter, then so did she. Yes, but she was behaving way more erratically. It wouldn't be so weird to suspect her of acting. Are we doing this thing again? Do you want to talk about that stabbing incident once more too? Yes, I'm still mad about that. In fact, that incident bumped your score up another 5. Not really, but there was more. For example, your weird boat trip in chapter 2. That I was also thinking about that, yeah. Again, it's weird, because I'm not sure if the mastermind has, like... Or the hunter or whatever has fully bad intentions. So, like, Gumi could have been lying about that, but that doesn't necessarily mean she was, like, plotting something super devious, you know? I don't know, we'll just have to see where this game goes. I feel like we're gonna figure out who the hunter is by the end of this chapter. I don't know, that was one of my main theories. And I'm excited to find out their identity. But that was explained by the rule of the simulation, right? The trip itself, yes, but not Mara Kirby's actions. Right, it was weird that he didn't punish her at all. Wasn't it just because it was early in the game and she came back anyway? It's still suspicious. I don't know. Ooh, I can promise you that I'm not the hunter. And that I will do anything in my power to defeat them. But of course I cannot prove it. Yet. I understand. We just have to hope that the truth will be revealed soon. I'll continue then. This is boring. Oh, excuse me, you've been napping for so long and you still got 5 people left. Then leave, no one is forcing you to listen. Nah, I have a sneaking suspicion it's gonna get better soon. There's someone certain who hasn't appeared on the list yet. Number 5 is Haru, who I had on my list a little lower. I explained my reasoning. So let's see what Rui's reasoning is. But my number 5, speak of the devil, was Alicia. I'm kind of using the similar logic to what Rui was using. If he's the protagonist, then it makes sense for someone close to him to be the mastermind. And I mean, if we're using the erratic personality excuse, then like that could also apply to Alicia. Her black and white color scheme also speaks to me a little bit, you know? Those are the Danganronpa colors. And, you know, I think part of it is just to connect her with Rui a little bit more, but you never know. That could be a hint at something. I mean, obviously it's a reference to fucking chess, but like, I think they chose chess specifically for her talent to give her that color scheme. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get me. You get me. You're smart. There is one person that I think is going to rank pretty highly on this list. I really want to see them explain. We'll get to that when we get to that, though. But yeah, this one I don't feel super strong in either. Honestly, I feel the strongest in the top 2, if I'm being real. I don't think Alicia's the mastermind. I think she is going to be support all the way through. That's why I think she's going to die this chapter to sort of push Rui's story. Even though I don't want that to happen. Obviously, I love Alicia, and I also would like this game to stop killing all its beautiful women. That would also just be great. But I don't know. Okay, then number 5 is Haruo Miyamoto at 42%. I knew it. Rui, didn't you say that you don't suspect him? That was what I thought, yes, especially since Danganronpa didn't really use the outside mastermind twists. But as we spoke in the last chapter, there are many things that will point to him. This island show must fate the simulation itself. Yeah, I think he should be number 1, honestly. There was one reason why this is not the case, and that is the attack on the simulation that Monarch Curfew was defending against. The one that made the ceiling fall down? Not just that, there were multiple glitches in the simulation because of it. Yeah, so one possibility is that it's Haru who's trying to hack into this game. True. To save us? That's what I expect. Well, I'd certainly hope so. Yeah, but Monarch Curfew said he stopped the attack, right? If this is indeed Haru, I doubt that he would stop after one failed attempt. What a tough guy, huh? Anyway, this is why I'm not putting him any higher. Right, then get to the serious contenders already. Okay. So number 4 at 47% is, ooh, I think I know what this one is. Alicia! My number 4 was Rui. I could see them doing a storyline where, like, I don't know, Rui... So, like, I could see them doing a storyline where, like, Rui already gave into, like, the urges of his talent of being a Danganronpa fan. But maybe he just forgot about it. Maybe being put into this simulation erased some of those memories. I don't know, man. It's hard to say, but I feel like with the way this game plays with its tropes and you know, has the simulation to go off of, there's lots of possibilities to, like, twist it around to make Rui the mastermind, I feel like. And this game has done that before, where we follow, like, a false protagonist. Bullshwalk, great example. Where the character we're following sort of lies to us and manipulates us and tricks us. So, like, I could see Rui being that too. Being fully aware of what's going on and what he's doing, but, you know, manipulating everyone. I don't know, it's just an interesting thought. Again, I'm not super confident in it, but, like, I think it's interesting. And let's be real, stories where the pro tag is the mastermind are always popular. People eat that shit up. Alright, now let's hear why Rui's blaming his girlfriend. At least we know the list isn't biased. Well, it's Alicia. Me? This is so funny! Your own boyfriend thinks you're more suspicious than me! Listen everyone. I don't think it's Alicia. I really don't want it to be her, but that would fit some Danganronpa tropes. I know what you mean. The thing about the person closest to the protagonist being the mastermind. I've seen it before. This happened last game. Well, Alicia, got something to say in your defense? Only that's not me. I'm sorry, Alicia, you don't have to apologize. I know you're trying to do this in an unbiased way. Especially since I know one name that you haven't mentioned yet, am I right? Yeah. You say everyone in third place, 49%. It's me. Bom bom bom. My third place was... This is why I put higher, though. And again, I don't fully agree with it. I think... having the evil guy reveal himself to be evil is kind of a boring twist, but of course with good execute, like it all depends on the execution, you know. And I'm sure they can figure out a way to execute it. As they sort of hinted at before, they can make him even worse than he already seems, and that could be interesting. I feel like his musical, I feel like his talent with the stage could also make him a pretty good actor, and that could also explain why he's not succumbing to despair like everyone else is. Again, he could be playing 4D chess with us, making himself look a little evil so no one suspects him of being the true evil of the game. Wouldn't that be crazy? What if he just lied about killing Aki's best friend, for example? What if he lied about being this bloodthirsty maniac? Just to get suspicion off of him, you know? What if he already knew Mako was dead and just stabbed her to create a diversion? I don't know. I think that would also make his interest in Rui a little interesting as well. It makes me wonder though, because there is that one scene where he does talk about wanting to like change for the better, and that hasn't come up a whole lot since he's revealed his evil side. But part of me still kind of wants to believe those words, you know. Like I feel like those words are gonna come back at some point, and if he does end up being the mastermind, that could be really interesting actually. So yeah, that's why Hayato's my number 3 slot. I feel like there's a high chance of playing some 4D chess with us, you know. Like I just have a feeling the mastermind's gonna be a little bit unusual, you know. So I put like someone who is a bit unusual in a high spot, you know. Because like Rui said, there's many reasons why it makes sense for Hayato not to be the mastermind, but you know, I feel like with some clever writing, you can find a way around that. Now I'm interested to hear how Rui's gonna explain putting himself at 49%. I bet this was a real writing challenge for Raven. You know, this seems like it was a fun little task, seeing what everyone else gave you and working with it. You know. What? Seriously? Wait, you're saying you're the mastermind? Even funnier, he says he's almost exactly 50-50 on whether he is or not. Well, this is complicated. See, I know that I'm not the mastermind. Then what the hell is that supposed to mean? The thing is, there were many stories in history where the protagonist was not aware they were the mastermind. They might have had amnesia, second personality, stuff like that. Yeah, see, I was thinking about that stuff too. Like, the simulation might be playing with our minds in a way we don't know yet. Danganronpa did that too, and so did some fan-made stories. But I absolutely hate that kind of twist. I would never use it. Well, you're not the writer, Rui, so... We're not asking for your taste in fiction, only for your theories. Well, I can't really say anything more here. If something like that was the case here, I obviously want to know it. Right. So who's left? Rui, do not even try this. Oh yeah, she hasn't been said yet. My number 2. Here, I'll say mine to save Rui some time. My number 2 was Shinji. Because, again, pretty much for the reasons Rui said. I think I already explained some of my reasons earlier. But yeah, assuming he is the protagonist, it would make sense for the mastermind to be someone close to him. I would assume in this case, though, there's some flashback light shenanigans. Like, I wouldn't assume it's the original Shinji. With Terminus running amok, you know, they could still have a lot of flashback lights and the data for Shinji. So, I don't know. Maybe it could be even like a Fu situation where he was implemented with the memories of Shinji from the game itself and remembers how he died and everything. I don't know, just spitballing here. But again, that is assuming Rui is the protagonist. I could also see a twist where Rui is not actually the protagonist of this story. Again, he's just a little self-centered. In second place with 51%. It's Minoru, the human this time. Oh, is Aki number 1? Oh my god. Jesus, people are really suspicious of Aki. I did not expect that. I had Minoru as my number 1 personally. Again, there's debates on if this was like he's intentionally evil or if he was doing something for the good of everyone. And just somehow accidentally got involved in this, became the mastermind, but I don't know, it is just very suspicious that they just killed this man for really no reason. Like, why would they do that? But then put everyone else in the killing game. I joked before it's because they want to get exactly 16, but why would they want that? Like, if this isn't necessarily Danganronpa, like, why can't they just fudge the numbers a little bit? Why do they have to try and make such a perfect recreation of Danganronpa? It just brings up a lot of questions, you know? I guess you could argue maybe it's to scare the players a little bit more, so one had to go, you know, put them in a more familiar setting to increase their fear and paranoia, but I don't know, man. I feel like they I don't know. It's just a little suspicious, you know? I don't necessarily know if I know he's the mastermind, but I think the stuff going on with Minoru is like the most suspicious thing to me personally, if that makes sense. Honestly, if I were to rearrange this list, I'd probably honestly put Shinji as number 1. But I do think the stuff surrounding Minoru is like the thing I'm most curious to get answers on. I feel like he does play a part in this game a little bit more than what's being let on. Maybe not necessarily as the mastermind, but something else. / the hunter / traitor / whatever. But fuck off! Wait, what does Aki have to do with Minoru? It's not that, she means... Rui, why Minoru? I don't get it. You don't? I think he's super suspicious. Look, he was the only wolf other than Haru who wasn't put in this game. And he got killed in a very suspicious way. Suspicious? Yeah, he got shot right before we all lost consciousness. Oh, right, so no one could check the body. That is true, yeah, it could have been faked. He has one of the highest chances of faking his death. Do you think he could have faked it? Maybe. Maybe he did so we wouldn't suspect him. See, if such an important character died in the prologue, it was usually tied to some bigger mystery. They didn't have to be the mastermind, but could still have some connection to them. See, that's essentially what I'm saying. So the fact that we didn't hear anything about him after that can be suspicious on its own. Oh yeah, we didn't hear anything about his assassination on the TV, did we, either? Now that I'm thinking about it, just all kidnapping. If I'm remembering correctly, anyway. But why would Minoru do that? He fought for the rights of the wolves, after all. Class traitor. I don't know. I can only speculate. Maybe just change his mind. Maybe he came to the conclusion we were all evil after all. So that only leaves the first place. You motherfucker. This is perfect. Oh no, Aki, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I was hoping she would at least be below fucking Hayato. That's where I put her, but Jesus, I didn't realize people would be so suspicious of her. Aki, piece of shit. Holy fuck balls, 66? Am I missing something? Oh my god. I feel a little bad for Aki now. Maybe I should have just replaced her on my list with someone else. I wonder how this is gonna proceed. People are gonna start distrusting Aki now. Maybe this was a bad idea, Rui, honestly. We'll see. With 66%, it's Aki. You stupid fucking bastard! Sorry, I'm just trying to analyze the possibilities from the Danganronpa perspective. But why Aki? 2 reasons. First, her backstory with Ayumi. Do not bring her into this. If she broke down and decided that she wanted revenge after what happened to her, she might create this game to kill not just Hayato, but all of us. But she only found out about this during the game, right? She might be lying. I'm not. I never knew who killed her. That doesn't really work for me, because why would she bring every other wolf into this? Even if she found out that Hayato did it. I don't know, man. That seems a little faulty. And even if I did, I would only want to get Hayato, see what I'm saying? Sure! Say hi to the camera, dumb bitch! Or should I say the hunter? Eat shit and die! Don't worry, Aki, I got your back on this, girl. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I don't know, I always forget Aki's non-binary, I'm sorry. You all can yell at me, I promise. I deserve it. Either way, I got your back. And my other reason for this is the fact that Aki didn't play a key role in any of the murder cases so far. Apart from the failed murder attempt, she always stayed in the background. Most of her story so far is just her getting angry at Hayato. You know what, that is kind of true. I can't argue with that one too much. So it might mean that she's the mastermind who's trying to keep out trouble and will only become a major character in the final chapter. I guess sort of like Samugi, huh? You piece of shit! What kind of fucked up backwards logic is this? I didn't do anything suspicious so far, so I'm more likely to be the fucking mastermind? Yeah, that's weird. Maybe, but that was a common theme in Danganronpa. This isn't Danganronpa, this isn't some story written by a stupid writer. Exactly, it's written by a very smart, intelligent one. His name is Raven, and he's my buddy. It's really happening! You bastard, do you even realize what you just did? Well, I did. First you told everyone that this might be the last case before the mastermind reveal, and then you said I'm the most likely to be mastermind by far, which means that every fucking person on this island will be trying to kill me next. I mean, that's not necessarily... Oh, no, it is. You just put a giant target on my back, all because of your stupid fucking theories. I gotta agree with Aki here, man. Rui, I love you, but this might have been a little dumb on your part. Weren't you also asking him to share his theories just a moment ago, lol? I mean, I just wanted to help. If you want to help, you can start by breaking the habit of talking without considering what can happen. Your words have consequences, for fuck's sake. I mean, she has spit facts, in my opinion, in my honest opinion. Do you remember what happened after you said that Mamoru was sure to die? Fuck you, Rui. I hope you die right after Hayato. Damn. Giving you the Shoma treatment. Damn. Well, that didn't go well. Well, that happened. Wow. I understand Aki's reaction. However, I still think that this was necessary. Thank you, Rui. So what do we do now? We can't know who the mastermind is yet, but I think we should keep this in mind. Sure, and kill Aki just to be safe. I didn't say that. Okay, I think that's all then. The meeting has been going on long enough, I guess. So if no one else has anything they want to discuss, you can leave. I agree. Let's hope that Mara curfews won't do anything weird with the new area this time. Right. See you later then, my sweeties. Okay, that didn't go as planned. I hope Aki won't do anything reckless. But I also hope that no one will try to attack her because of what I said. Did I do something I shouldn't again? Yes. Let's just go somewhere else. Don't worry though, buddy. We all make mistakes. Pet the cat to forget about. Where's the cat? Cat? Kitty? Where's the fucking cat? Oh my god. Where's the cat? I can't... Am I dumb? Where's the cat? Oh, I'm freaking out. Kitty? Here, kitty. Psst, psst, psst. No, seriously, where's the cat? Am I losing my fucking mind? Did they just not put the cat in? He wasn't walking around the dining room either like he usually does. Oh my god, did something happen to the fucking cat? Oh my god. Oh my god, if something happened to the fucking cat, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. They removed the knives, by the way. I saw Raven mention that, and I kind of feel a little bad. Because I know I made a lot of jokes about the knife still being in the kitchen. I hope he didn't take it personally. I was just goofing. It wasn't that serious, I'm sorry. Dude, I can't even pet the fucking cat anymore. Are you fucking kidding me? That was the one thing this game had going for it. If I walk out there and the cat's dead, I'm quitting this game forever, man. Maybe if I walk back in, he'll be there. I'm in the denial stage of grief now. Where is he? Okay, I guess it's not important. Let's head out. That's how I saw Atsu and Aki arguing. Aki, please stop. How the fuck can I stop? How? I just don't want you to go against everyone. Because if you do, someone might really try and kill you. You think that was my choice? You should tell this to... Oh, look who's here. Hi. Rui, I don't think you should be smiling right now, buddy. Hi, seriously? Listen, Aki, I'm sorry. It was not my intention to rally the group against you or anything. I was just trying to share my thoughts. Oh, great. Like always, you just fucking yap without thinking of the consequences. You seriously think that I am the mastermind? I'm not sure. It can be anyone, really. I just thought you could match some of the patterns that I know. I don't think it's gonna be that simple. You know what? The reasoning was really low. Huh? I know what you think of me. Who you see me as. You think I have no other personality other than swearing and bitching about Hayato. Well, I mean, Rui? Don't finish that sentence, bud. You think I act like that because I like it. You think it makes me happy. This is the only way to not get fucking hurt at every turn. Shit. Aki? You know, back when Mako was still with us, she said she didn't like men because of her past, right? Yeah, she did. That's partially because of her imprinted memories, but I know that she had real experiences too. So yeah, I could kind of relate to that. But at the same time, I kept thinking, I wish it was just that. I wish it was just the men that I had to watch out for. But no, in this fucked up world, everyone is out to get you. Everyone. If you lower your guard even for a moment, you will fucking die, you know that? You will end up like Mako, or Sumire, or Kokoro. Fuck! I don't think it's always like that. I don't want to give up on everyone. Then you would die. You'll be fucking dead. And you have no one but yourself to blame. So you're saying you're acting like that to survive? Yeah, it was pretty obvious, man. I don't think she really tried to hide that fact much. And why do you care? Yes, I want to fucking survive, even though I don't even know if I should. What? You don't see it? Everyone here who deserved to survive this game is already dead. The only ones left are us bastards who will betray and backstab each other until we're all gone. So if you try acting better than that, you'll just be the next one to go. I've got enough of this shit. Damn. I don't want her to die. I mean, yeah, but why did you talk to her in particular? Bro, I don't want anyone else to die, no matter who it is. But she acts like this. She's gonna be in the most danger of all of us. You think? I shouldn't have made that list. I don't know. I don't know anything, man. It's like I said, I'm more suited to action. The last time I tried being the small one, it didn't go well. Yeah, but... Uh-oh. A familiar ding-ding. Oh? Hey there, dear players! Long time no see! It's a beautiful day despite the weather. But I want to make it even more beautiful by seeing all your sad faces. So come to our usual meeting spot, okay? See ya! Alrighty. Seems like he's back to his usual routine, meeting with us after breakfast and unlocking the new area. I guess it's better that way. The last chapter was truly fucked up. Yeah. I guess we get to the main building then. Alright, what you got in store for us today, bud? The last island, man. We're going to the last island. Holy crap. Holy crap, Lois. I'm sorry, I gotta stop. Hi, so nice to see you again. Yeah, right. Wow, you all look really depressed today. That's hilarious. What do you want from us? Are you back to being scary? I'm just asking. Why have you contacted us this early? I mean, it's the same thing. Same thing as always. New area, new dangers, yada yada. Yes, but the last time you waited until the end of the first day. Listen, guys, the last chapter was a special case. I barely appeared in it because I was busy. I'm sure the viewers were pissed. Dude, I was about to rip my desk in half, dude. I don't know why I said rip instead of break. No, I'm just so strong. I can rip it. I can just destroy it like a piece of paper. I kind of doubt that. So this time I'm going to be taking an active role in the chapter. Really active. That sounds scary. It should, but we'll get back to that in a sec. First, the usual stuff. I unlocked the 5th island for you so you can explore to your heart's content. It's the final area, right? Yeah, we didn't have any more. So is it true there will only be 6 chapters? I doubt that. From what you said, I think they're going to continue until everyone is dead. I mean, I can't tell you how many chapters we will have. That would be a spoiler. So we can't know anything. Nope. However, there is one more cool thing about the 5th island. What cool thing? Please don't say it's another weapon. Even better, for the first time, this island has a name. Oh? And it's called Storm Island. That's the most boring name I ever heard. It does sound pretty generic. Storm Island, is that connected to the constant rain? Maybe. In general, I decided to add rain in this chapter for mood purposes. I want this chapter to be super depressing so the rain fits. So it's like I told you, lol. I just realized how similar their voices are. I'm a really bad voice actor. Changing the weather to make us feel worse, really? Yeah, I'm sure it'll work wonders. Besides, that's not the only change I made. Surely you must have noticed, right? Noticed what? That there was something missing at breakfast. Oh my god! You bitch! I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. What did you fucking do to that fucking cat? I will destroy your entire bloodline. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. Come on. You can't do this. You can't do this to me after killing my wife, dude. Huh? Missing? You don't mean the cat? You fucker, what did he do to him? I mean, he doesn't really even exist, right? I didn't even notice it, but now that you're mentioning it, it's true that he was not there. You fucking trash can. Jeez, chill out a bit. I didn't hurt him. I didn't even delete his file or anything. I just moved it to another server, one where only I can pet him. Okay, well, I guess that's... I mean, I'm still mad, but for a different reason. I wanted to pet him. But why would you do that? Simple. I like cats. To break you? What? This whole time you're all like, oh, everything around is going to shit, but at least you can still pet the cat. Oh man, I said that. Did I cause this? Oh no. So no, you can't pet the cat. All that's left for you is misery and despair. Why would you do this? That is really petty, man. But it can be effective. Yeah, that's fucked up. Man. Removing any positive things about this game, any glimpses of hope. If this was truly because of me, I apologize, everyone. I did say like 20 times per chapter how that cat was the only thing keeping me sane. I think this might be the most fucked up thing this game ever did. I'm gonna be so real, man. I feel personally attacked by this. The Kokoro thing, you know, unfortunate circumstance. Obviously, Raven didn't do that purposely to hurt me. I feel like he did this purposely to hurt me. I don't know, just a gut feeling. If not, I feel hurt. I can see how that could accelerate our sin to despair. That fucking mastermind knows what they're doing, huh? Right, so maybe it isn't you after all. Ugh. So is this supposed to be our motive? Depression? Haha, you think that alone would be the motive? Nah, this is just the setting. As for the motive, I got 3. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so scared. Shaking in my boots right now. Wow. Are you for real? Yep, the 5th chapter deserves something special, and I want to deliver. You assholes, stop playing with us. So what are these motives? What, you want them already? Huh? Nah, you can't get that much at once. I gotta spread out the despair. So for this chapter, I'll be meeting with you once a day. Or once a night, maybe. For the next 3 nights at 21 o'clock, we'll be meeting in this place. And each night, I'll be giving you one of the motives. Hey, maybe you'll kill someone even before the last one drops. Ha ha ha. This is crazy, man. 3 motives at once? Really? Was there ever something like this in Danganronpa? No, I don't think so. So we're in uncharted territory now. Interesting. It seems like the hunter is going all out. Perhaps they feel like they're in danger. In danger, but we haven't gotten any closer to finding them. Unless we have, and we just haven't realized it. Unless it's that loser Aki and she's panicking now that she got exposed by my dear boyfriend. Oh, fuck you. It can just as well be anyone else. So is that all, Monocurfy? Almost. Almost? I told you that I want to have a more active role in this chapter, right? So I'm gonna do just that. No spoilers, but please don't plan any events for this afternoon, okay? What? Alright, now it's really all. I'm gonna see you soon, so bye! What's going on here? 3 motives? Why? Isn't this a mysterious event too? They really want to make this chapter stand out, haha! Why are you happy with that? We're all gonna suffer because of this. I mean, Tairo. I think you answered your own question there, buddy. Don't try and understand this maniac. Gumi might be right. Maybe something did cause the mastermind to act faster. So maybe this can be the last regular chapter after all. But this doesn't mean good news for us. Because it also means that we're way more likely to all die. Yeah. So what should we do now? Let's stop asking Takeshi for his ideas. He's our leader now, after all. This is ridiculous. I mean, what can we even do? We have to stay strong and react to what's happening. So for now, we should probably just search the new area and find out what is there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there won't be anything that could help us leave the game, but sometimes the 5th area held some subtle hints to the mastermind's identity. In that case, we definitely need to search it thoroughly. Right, so let's spread out and go to the new island now. Wow, you're making this leader thing look so easy. Maybe you guys should have elected me after all. Shut up, Hayato. I mean, it won't be the first time a fucking serial killer was a leader, I'm sure. Alright, time to check out the final area. I have a bad feeling about it, but there's no other choice. I suppose there was only one bridge still left, so I know where to go. We'll do that next time on Danganronpa Survivor's Guilt. Alright, we're starting off strong. We're starting off very strong. I'm already feeling the emotions. If something happens to that cat, I might actually break. Again, my goal is just not to cry on video. Please, I just want to do this. This one thing. I'm kind of half tempted to text Raven. And ask him if he got rid of the cat because of me. I'm sure it's not just me, right? Like, I'm sure there's other people who are really happy about the cat, right? I feel like that's almost a quote taken directly from my mouth, though. And I'm just scared. Listen, I don't want to sound like an egotist or anything like that. Like, everything in this game revolves around me or anything. Listen, I already got plenty of references in Chapter 4. I'm not expecting anything more. But I just don't want to be blamed for the cat disappearing, man. I didn't do it! It's not my fault! I'll just wait till the video goes up. I'll wait to see his reaction to my reaction. Either way, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. The only other thing I want to say before I end this video is I just want to thank you all for the support on the last episode of Survivor's Guild, the Chapter 4 finale. It was crazy. It was crazier than I ever expected, and it just means a lot. That's probably my favorite video that I put out so far. Or at least my favorite Fangan video, definitely. And it just means a lot that the video where I got to be so emotional and open about my love for Kokoro and Ada could get that much traction. I honestly was a little worried about how that video would do with the whole monologue at the end there, because I know that's not like typical of a Let's Play. And I just threw it in because it just felt right, you know. I just felt in my heart. But I don't know. Everyone responded super well to it. It is currently the second most viewed episode of Survivor's Guild, which is very rare for a Let's Play. Usually for Let's Plays, like obviously episode 1s are usually the most viewed, which is what currently is the most viewed episode of Survivor's Guild, the prologue. Danganronpa is a little I've noticed it's a little bit different. You know, people tend to flock to the body discovery and trials a little bit. But even taking that into account, like, the 4th trial being the second highest ranked episode is crazy. So just thank you for that, honestly. And honestly, just thank you for all the love in the last chapter, just in general. Like, it was probably the best chapter in terms of performance overall. And I think I know who I can thank for that. There's a certain scene that I know a lot of people will really excited for me to get to. So thank you, Kokoro. But even with all that, but even outside of all that, just thanks a lot. I really appreciate all the support. I know things have been a little slow on this channel. Things have just been a little mismanaged. I'll be honest. I'm struggling to find a good balance between, you know, my personal life and this channel, and also with my mental health and all that. I know it's not great. And I keep breaking promises and everything that I don't mean to. And videos are a little slow going right now. I hope we can get to a more consistent schedule at some point. I did make an update video where I did say I'd like to get to 3 videos a week. And I hope I can get there, and maybe even a daily schedule at some point. I guess I just want to thank you all for continuing to support me and putting up with my bullshit. I really do appreciate it. I know I'm not the greatest at this or anything, but I you know what? I'm learning. I'm through trial and error. I'm learning, and hopefully I'll get there at some point. You know. Just thank you for your continuous support of me. I love you all. I hope you guys have a lovely day. And I think that's all I gotta say. So, yeah, bye-bye. See you next time. Oh, hold on, that's my phone. I should take that real quick. Yellow? Yeah, I'm Evan. Oh. Are you sure? Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Well, thank you. Yeah, talk to you later. Well, that was my doctor. Apparently, it is impossible for me to get pregnant because I lack a uterus. Let alone get pregnant with a fictional character's child, so, they don't have any idea what's in my stomach. It's abnormal, apparently. possibly deadly. Yeah, I got some things to take care of. I'll see you guys later.